Good morning, dear students. Today we are with a new topic, that is chapter number 13, the surface areas and volumes. First of all, let us know what is the meaning of surface. Surface is what? The outer covering of a body. The outer cover. Outer cover. Suppose this is a football, so it has got a outer cover. So this outer cover, this is a surface. Or say this is a box. This is a box, suppose, no? So it has got outer cover. Outer cover means which we can touch like this, no? So this is also all these are outer cover. So that is surface. Or suppose you have a say piece of bamboo, suppose, which is called a cylinder in the language of mathematics, which has got equal circular bases, okay, and the one surface is a round surface. So these are flat surface, suppose. So these are surfaces, these are outer cover. So this is also a surface. So, or suppose you have got an ice cream cone and you hold the ice cream cone here. So at this one outer cover, that is a surface. This is also a surface. The top one is also a surface. Or you have got a say hemispherical bowl, suppose, no? Hemispherical bowl is there. So it has got outer surface, this one. So or it has got outer surface, this one. So these are surface because outer cover. So again, these names of these geometrical shapes, these are actually regular shapes. No? Names of these shapes are, this football can be said as what? Sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. This is called cylinder. Cylinder. This is a cube if all sides are equal. If all sides are not equal, only opposite sides are equal, then it is a cuboid. This is called a cone. This is a hemisphere because half of a sphere. So all these objects, the pen that I am holding, this is one outer cover. So this is surface. This is also surface. So surface means that outer cover which you get to touch. Okay, the outer cover of an object is called a surface. So in our this discussion we will be discussing about the surface areas. Now first of all, let us think about the surface area of an object just like this. A brick, say a brick, where opposite sides are equal. These are called dimensions of a brick. These are dimensions of a brick. This is length, this is breadth, this is height. These are called dimensions. Dimension means the length, breadth, height, the measures actually, the measures that you, suppose you have to say the size of a brick, you'll have to say its length, breadth and height. So they are called dimensions. Dimensions. What are dimensions if you are asked? Then you can say the measures of an solid objects to give the idea of the size of the object, the numbers that we will be using. Suppose you have to say the size of a room. Suppose your living room is how much big. You want to express it by means of numbers. So you will say numbers this way. You will say the number connected to the length. You will say the breadth of the room, and also you will say the height of the room. So these are called dimensions. Some objects are there where there are only two dimensions, like the page of a notebook. The page of a notebook is what? It is just a rectangle. Just you think about the page of a notebook. This is the page of a notebook. It is just a rectangle. So it is just one surface. It is just a flat surface. A flat surface. This is a, so it is a rectangular shape. It is a rectangular shape. But many of the solid objects are covered by one or more than one surfaces. No. So this rectangle has got only two dimensions, length and breadth. So it is called two-dimensional surface. This is three-dimensional object this cuboid, you can call it a cuboid, where length, breadth, heights all are different, or no two here two dimensions are different, suppose, then it is called a cuboid. But if a box has got this shape where all the sides are same, length, breadth, height all are same, suppose I mark this length as L, breadth also as L, and height also as L, then it is called a cube. So cube is little different from cuboid. Every cube is a cuboid, but every cuboid is not a cube. Are you understanding what I am saying? Every cube is a cuboid, but every cuboid is not a cube. Because to be cube, all sides of the cuboid must be equal. So a cuboid can be termed as a cuboid can be called as a cube only when its all sides are equal. So dear students, we have talked about what? Here, dimensions. Then second point, that is surface. Then next point, we have talked about types of solids. And they are bounded by some surfaces. We have discussed in this whole thing. So now you see, we will discuss about the surface areas of these solids. Okay, dear students? Surface area of suppose you want, say, cuboid. Cuboid is a solid bounded by 6 rectangular faces. This is one rectangle. Cuboid is a solid bounded by 6 rectangular faces. One rectangle will be here by the side, here, okay. One rectangle will be here. So a cuboid is a solid object bounded by 6 rectangular faces. The dimensions of a cuboid are length, breadth and height. Now when we talk about the surface area of a cuboid, there are two types of surface area. One is LSA, lateral surface area. LSA means lateral surface area, means you take the surface area of the walls. Think about the room that you are living, that walls you consider, only the walls, leaving the ceiling and the floor. So walls area together is called lateral surface area. This is a rectangle, you know. This rectangle, the front one I am saying, which is facing towards you, it has got dimensions. What are the dimensions of this rectangle? This side called length and this way it is called height. Because you see, one object, when it is lying on the ground, we say it is having dimensions this. Suppose it is a rectangular sheet of piece of paper, suppose, okay, then it will have length and breadth. But the same thing when it will be standing somewhere, think a piece of paper is standing on the ground like this, you will have to say one side is length, one side is height, because it will be considered as height. But when the same thing will be lying flat on the ground, then it will have length and breadth only. So now dear students, what is the area of this wall? That is length multiplied by height, because one side is height. Next, what is the area of this wall which is adjacent to this wall? Its area will be breadth into height. So length into height, there will be 2 times, because opposite to this wall another wall is there. You can imagine if you are in a room, sitting in a room suppose, and one wall is opposite of the other wall or not. So one wall's area is length into height, another wall's area also will be length into height, equal, opposite and equal. So you can say like this, 2 times length into height plus again 2 times breadth into height, because area of this wall also will be breadth multiplied by height. So it will be 2 times breadth into height, because opposite to this another wall will be there. So area of the 4 walls, actually it is 2 times, 2 is common here, h is common here, you see 2 is there, h is there. So 2 times h, L plus B. So that is LSA. Okay dear students, this is the lateral surface area of a cuboid. Clear dear students? Then total surface area, TSA. of a cuboid. Total surface area includes what? Lateral surface area, no, plus area of the top, that means ceiling, and down area, then the down area means area of the floor. So in a room, just you think, the ceiling above you and the floor where you are sitting, standing, that also you have to consider. So ceiling's area is what? This side is length of the ceiling, this is breadth of the ceiling. As it is equal to the floor, floor has got length and breadth. Are you understanding? The floor is having two dimensions, length and breadth. Then the ceiling also will have two dimensions, length and breadth. So this is length, this is breadth. So that way it will be 2 times length into breadth area of the ceiling and floor, 2 times length into breadth, plus 2 times area of the walls. 2 times area of the walls means 2 times length into height, plus 2 times breadth into height. So throughout this whole thing, only 2 is common. 2 is common here. Okay, dear students. So then, a total surface area will be 2 common length breadth plus length height plus breadth height. Breadth height I am writing in middle and length height at last. It is up to you whether you write this length height in the middle or breadth height in the middle. I am just arranging this way. So that is total surface area, TSA. Whose total surface area? Of a cuboid. Lastly, we will talk about volume of a cuboid. What is volume? So you just think about your maths book. A maths book is actually, it is made up of so many pages, rectangular pages. Just you see, 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, like that. Suppose 500 pages are there in your maths book. That is, a maths book is made up of 500 rectangular sheets of paper. 500 rectangular sheets of paper. Okay. Then one rectangle's area will be what? Length multiplied by breadth. If here are 500 rectangles, then you will have to say what is the space occupied by the whole book. You will say 500 times length into breadth, because all are equal here. So one is occupying length into breadth, because one side of the page will be called length, another side will be called breadth. And in this, suppose it is piled up, 500 such pages are piled up, then area, the space occupied by this whole book will be 500 times of L into B. So instead of saying 500, if I say H number of pages are there, suppose I say here H number of pages, H number of pages, that means it will be, volume will be H times length into breadth, H times length into breadth, means area of one page multiplied by the number of pages. Suppose H is the number of pages here, so that will be H times L into B. So it will be L, B, H, in order you can write like this. So volume of a cuboid will be length into breadth into height. This way it is length, this way it is breadth, and this way it is height. So this, all these three numbers if you multiply, you will get the space occupied by the object. Volume means what? Space occupied by an object. That is the volume. So now here we have learnt the three measures. One is LSA, one is TSA, one is volume of a cuboid. Okay, dear students, have a nice day. We will discuss the remaining points in our next class. Okay, have a great day. Thank you, and go through this formulae, and homework will be all this what I have explained to you. Write it down and show me. Okay, that is your homework. Okay, dear students.